As a new American, this November will be the first time I get to exercise my right to vote. I understand the urge during an election season to attack those you see as political opponents. But Mr. President, I am not your enemy, and the tens of millions of MAGA Republicans are not filled with hate towards anyone.
That self-proclaimed patriot is our next guest, and he is calling out President Biden for labeling Trump supporters as extremists as he reflects on coming to this country as a teenager and embracing the call to make America great again. Alma Ohene-Opare is a conservative Republican who legally immigrated to America, and he joins us now with more of that message. Alma, tell me why you felt the need to do this TikTok video, which I think so many people found very resonating.
Well, when I heard the president's speech, something really struck a chord with me. And what it was the fact that I thought about the millions of people who had a MAGA hat or, maybe had a MAGA t-shirt or a sticker. And I thought about their children and what their children probably thought when they heard the president call their parents, their grandparents, potential terrorists, basically people who were arrayed against the state. And to basically take something that was supposed to be a unifying call to make this country better and turn it into a pejorative that can be used to win a political campaign. And I felt I needed to speak up. And as a new American, before I became a citizen, I always thought that maybe I didn't have a right to speak up, as a foreigner in the country. But now that I'm a citizen, I feel like this is my opportunity to speak up boldly, but to speak clearly and without malice towards anyone, to let the president understand that we will not acquiesce to the radical distortion of our beliefs just so that he can win an election, that we will not, just simply sit by and be pariahs in our own country just so that he can win some political points.
Does the president's message scare you in some regards?
Definitely. I mean, this is the kind of messaging that I believe, in his own words, this is not uniting for the country. And I understand that in order for us to succeed and prevail as a country, we need to unite, and we need to have leaders that represent the entire country and not just, a certain wing of the country. Now, some of the responses I've received is that, well, he wasn't talking about you specifically, or he wasn't, but the president chose a very specific moniker, MAGA. And he chose that MAGA knowing very well that millions of people, millions of patriotic Americans embrace that term. And so by labeling these people MAGA Republicans and then listing how those people are a threat to our democracy or a threat to our republic, that gave me a little pause. And so I'm not, signing up for the sleight of hand to say that, he was just exempting, us and only representing or calling out, a small group of people. He said MAGA Republicans, and tens of millions of people identify as such.
What is a MAGA Republican to you?
When I think about that, one thing I would like to say is this. I don't hear any dog whistles. When I hear MAGA Republican, I hear exactly what it says, to make America great again. Now, I came to this country because I believed this was the place that my dreams could come true. I believe that, with hard work, I could make anything happen for myself and my family. And over the last 20 years that I've been here, that's exactly what I've found. I found love, I found patriotism, I found people who are willing to do what it takes. I found people who helped me pay for college. I found people who bought me my first car. I found people who helped me in every way possible to be where I am today. And so when I think about making America great again, it's a return to the foundational principles that this country was founded on, right? It's a return to a place where we can have our voices heard, where we have an equal right to the public square, a place where we can believe in the justice that is coming out of our law enforcement. That is the place I think we want to all get back to And that is why we want to make America great again. There's no, like I said, there's no dog whistle. There's no hidden meaning. It is exactly as it sounds. And the fact that half of America hear that word and feel triggered by it tells you how, the kind of work that, the left has done to create a caricature of their own fellow citizens.
Yeah. It's dangerous. It's meant to keep people who identify as MAGA Republicans, who identify with that message, out of the public square, to silence them, censor them, and perhaps weaponize government against them. Your message resonated with me, Alma, especially. I'm the daughter of an immigrant who says she doesn't recognize this country anymore and wants to return to those principles that you so well articulated. So I want to thank you for joining us. Your video, on TikTok, has gone absolutely viral. I encourage everyone to watch it. It's very inspirational. And
can I say one last thing?
Sure.
If you don't mind?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that to my fellow MAGA Republicans, we cannot outsource the coherent articulation and defense of our beliefs to pundits. And we have to choose courage over comfort and speak up boldly, but without malice towards anyone.
Amen to that. I love it. Thank you, Alma. You are a patriot, and we're so glad. I think our country's brighter because of immigrants like you and your beautiful children. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Coming up.